Okay, good morning. Just came in to take a look at the customer's issue on this unit, and it was having to do with the deck hopping up and down. Bearings have been replaced in the brush deck underneath the motors a couple times already, and one of the things I do look at is this setting right here. For normal cleaning, I typically keep it down on the minimum scrub pressure because alone with the two motors and the deck, the weight, that's quite substantial as it is already. It's only meant to be used for stubborn areas and for a short period of time. Now, one of the other things I do look at is the length of the brush bristles. Also, it looks like they're having a problem with this locking skirt. Now, I'm gonna take a look at these brushes here. I'm gonna put you down here for a second. Okay. Boy, they don't even take them off, it doesn't look like. Okay, let's see here. We should be going this way to unlock. There. Okay, so it looks like these have actually, it must be the first time they've come off in a while. Now, they do seem to be adequate. I mean, there is some wear that's unusual. It seems like there's less bristle on the edges than in the center, and it looks pretty irregularly worn. I'm gonna suggest that they do take these off and rinse them out. They are full of soil, but I'm gonna look at the other side and then we're gonna do a wet test. I took the brushes off here and we're kind of looking at, on a flat surface, what kind of surface area we have maintaining contact with this surface, and we don't even see it on the edges. It's mostly cupped in the center, so there's really nothing much for surface coverage on these brushes. And I wish I had a set of brushes with me to compare, but the performance will be much better with the new set of brushes. So this is probably going to be typical wear and tear, but I hope it wasn't accelerated by keeping it in the high pressure position. So with this customer, I'm checking the casters, and these casters play a large role in a couple things: the deck, the turning, and the squeegee performance. And on this machine, both sides are loose. This is something that's a mandatory check on virtually all machines we come across. It's overlooked a lot. In fact, almost all the time. Okay, bonus footage. I got with the customer and we did come across this issue here. Squeegee, I call it the wedgie, but it holds the actual rear and front in place. We need to replace that. It's getting cracked. And that can also be from chemical solvent exposure. They do use aggressive chemicals. Even the wheels are even falling apart. Yeah, these are really, really soft and gummy. So we're gonna need to change these out too. It just feels like gum. It's not supposed to be that resilient, but they're just wearing really badly, and this is from chemical solvent exposure. This is the removal of the solution filter, and the filter element is missing, but this is what we're seeing coming out of the tank. This is decayed solution, And what's happening at this point in time, without the screen inside, we're going to get a solution solenoid problem where it's not going to be able to close properly. So we need to get in the screen as soon as possible. I do have one with me and I can install it, but I just wanted to add that to some performance related issues with this machine. Also, if the solution stops flowing up to the front brushes, it's also going to hop as well. You're going to get a lot of friction. Found a new filter element and we're going to give that a shot and try to keep the solution flowing and that at bay. Okay, we're getting to the recovery system here and we got a big gaping hole in the back hose. Also, there's no resiliency in the hose whatsoever. It's hard as a rock. It's not flexible. Also, we got solution that's been eating the hose up here. We got holes, damage up here also. These are maintenance items. I already talked to the customer about this. Okay, here's a customer concern, and I was looking at the brushes and they just had some very unusual wear. So here we go. Yeah.